If you are an IPL fan, or more importantly, if you're a Gujarat Titans or a Delhi Capitals fan, well, it's not just great news here because some of the South African players who are bound for the World Test Championship final against Australia that's going to begin on June 11th at the Mecca of Cricket, Lords, well, they might just miss the few league stage matches of the IPL and also the all-important playoffs. So before we dig in here, who are those South African players who could miss the IPL playoffs here? What's the current standing of the discussion between the BCCI and the Cricket South African board? And which are the franchises who could really be hurt if the more important South African players miss the IPL playoffs? Well, let's have a look here one by one. Now, first of all, these are the 8 players who are actually World Test Championship final bound against Australia. Kagiso Rabada of Gujarat Titans, Lungi Ngidi RCB, Tristan Stubbs, Aiden Markram, Ryan Rickelton, Corbin Bosch, Marco Jansen and Wiaan Mulder. So these are the 8 players who are also a part of the South African squad for the WTC final. Their maiden final appearance as far as the World Test Championship is concerned, and that is where maybe some kind of a conflict lies as to whether these players would they be available for the all-important league stages and the playoffs of the IPL, or will they basically head back to South Africa to prepare themselves for the WTC final. So initially, the thing was that the IPL was set to finish on May 25th. But then, due to the cross-border tensions between India and Pakistan, the IPL had to be halted midway and now is going to resume on May 17th and last until June 3rd. So the contract between BCCI and the Cricket South Africa was until May 25th. Now, this is where the discussions between the two boards are currently going on, but then Cricket South Africa is very firm on its stand and they are saying that there's not going to be any negotiations whatsoever because from their perspective, May 25 is the last day until which the players are going to remain in India. Well, this is what the Cricket South Africa said in a statement, that the initial agreement with the IPL and the BCCI was for our players to return on the 26th, which is the original schedule. If we go by that, May 25 was the last and May 26 they had to return to the country. Nothing has been changed from our perspective. And if we take a look at the most important date here, May 26th, why they had to return at that time? Because May 25 was final, 26th they had to return. And on May 30th, they would depart for the United Kingdom to prepare for the WTC final. They would play a 4-day warm-up game against Zimbabwe beginning June 3rd. And on June 11th, it's going to be the WTC final here. The last point, who are the franchises or which are the franchises who could actually be hurt if the South African players depart for the national duty? Kagiso Rabada, well, he was obviously going to be back for Gujarat Titans before the cross-border tensions began between India and Pakistan, and he was set to play for them, and he would also set to play for them now also. But then, keeping in mind the playoffs, there is a chance that Gujarat Titans might give more chances to Gerald Coetzee ahead of Kagiso Rabada. Lungi Ngidi, he could have been a favorite for RCB, knowing that Josh Hazlewood is set to miss out due to a shoulder injury, and if he also goes back, well, then RCB's bowling attack would be depleted. Tristan Stubbs, he is the mainstay of Delhi Capitals' middle order. Aiden Markram has been one of the best batters for Lucknow Super Giants in IPL 2025. And remember, Lucknow Super Giants are still in contention for a spot in the playoffs with a total of 5 wins in 11 games. If they win their remaining 3 games, they would still be in contention for a spot there. Ryan Rickelton has been one of the most important batters and very well behind the stumps for them as far as Mumbai Indians are concerned. And Marco Jansen, he has proven to be more than a useful all-rounder for Punjab Kings, and that's one of the major reasons why they are sitting pretty in the top half of the table. So that's the latest thing we have for you, that South African players who are bound for the World Test Championship final are set to miss the last few league stage matches of the IPL and also the all-important IPL playoffs. Do you think it's the right decision, or Cricket South Africa and the BCCI should strike some kind of a deal so that the IPL does not get affected? Or these players would continue to play for South Africa because nation actually comes first? You can let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today for all the exciting updates and analysis from the sporting world. Until then, on behalf of my producer Shivam, it's Siddharth Gulati saying goodbye.